Hi guys, if you're watching this, you're into LJs. Just thought I'd give you an update on my LJ80Q restoration. I've been going for about a year and a half. It's frame off restoration. I bought this about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. And it was a pretty decent looking LJ when I bought it. It was restored in 2000. So from 20 feet away, it looked like the best LJ you'd ever seen. But once you got close to it, the original restoration was looking tired, and there were a lot of things not period correct to the vehicle. Previous owner, it was his baby. He looked after it. I'll give him that. He babied it. But when I got it, it wasn't period correct. A lot of flat black where it was items were supposed to be plated. They just flat blacked it, and I didn't like that. So I've pretty well replaced everything on this LJ. Absolutely everything. Every gasket, every seal, every bearing, every component. Everything's brand new, apart from the frame and the body. New master cylinder. Even the wiring harness is new. All new connectors. New fuel lines. Sticker. I'm in Canada. This sticker here, this warning sticker next to the master cylinder, seems to be a Canadian spec sticker. Couldn't find it at any decal kits, so I had to get it made. All the frame has all been internal coated with Eastwood internal frame coating. Every double panel has been coated. Had the original decals put on. I had an LJ80Q brand new in the 80s, and this is an exact copy of the decals that it had on it from Suzuki Canada. Suzuki Canada put the decals on a whole bunch of vehicles through a third party to dress them up in their showroom. It's pretty well going back to 100% original. Let's say 100, maybe 95. Previous owner rhino lined the floor. That's all that black is supposed to be body color, but being as this is going to be a fair weather driver, it just made sense to leave it. In fact, I reapplied it and freshened it up. So I got good rhino liner on the floor there. It just made sense just to leave it. Other than that, it's all right. Everything's been replaced. All the bushings in the shifter been replaced. The glove box was yellow. LJs in Canada, LJ80s in Canada, never had a body colored glove box. It was always flat black, satin black. So I took that back to original. So new ignition switch, new lights, cigarette lighter, everything's brand new. Heater, even the heater motor and the wiper motor have been replaced. All new parts or new old stock parts. I've been collecting parts for many years. I've been into these, as I say, I bought two brand new in the 80s. Been into these for many years, so I have decent supply of parts. Pedal box was completely rebuilt, new bushings, powder coated. Everything on this vehicle has been either painted, repainted, powder coated, or plated. All the framework for the soft top there, the previous owner, flat black. Everything was flat black. Had all that zinc yellow plated. It's all been replated. All replated. New sun visors. Roll bar, heat painted, flat black. It's supposed to be silver gray. You can just see it there. Silver gray. Had it powder coated back to the original silver gray. All the accessories on this vehicle are original accessories from Suzuki Canada, which I had purchased back in the early 80s, and up until 3 months ago they were in factory packaging. This roll bar cover, I bought that in 83 finally found the box and put it on my LJQ here, LJ80Q. Fits pretty good. Good job, because I'm pretty sure the warranty's up now on it. All the framework's been replated. This previous owner, all flat black. Took it all back to original, zinc yellow, all replated. Even if you look closely on your original hoop here for the soft top, there's a clear vinyl tape sticker that goes from here to here, and various rub points on the hoop to protect the top and the hoop, I guess, the plating from coming off. That's all been reapplied. All the vinyl deckling on that's been reapplied. It's had a brand new gas tank, brand new sender unit, new shocks, everything's been replaced. Brakes, master cylinder or wheel cylinders, springs, everything. Everything's been painted with Eastwood 2K paint. The rear end there, I replaced the gasket, because anybody who's ever replaced that gasket, because you have a drip on your differential there, knows it's a big job. You got to pull the axles, it's a big job. So replaced all that before I painted it. Springs, all been repainted with Eastwood 2K paint. New bushings, new shackles, new gas cap. Another look at the decals. Spare tire cover, that's factory, bought that in '83. All these accessories I bought in '83. Decals. That bumper is an original Suzuki Canada bumper. They were sold at the dealerships, believe it or not, for $149 front and back. There's the front one to match. One of the ones I purchased in the early '80s came with those bumpers right from Suzuki when I bought it brand new. So I had those put on. Those were in the box up until 3 months ago. Mud flaps, factory mud flaps, decals all replaced. New lamps, and every lamp on this vehicle has been replaced with new. These lamps here, if you're in Europe, don't have those. It's Canadian spec to have those side marker lights. Old decals. Bumper. I got light guards on there. These light guards, you saw a lot of these LJs in the '80s going around with these light guards. I'm not sure where they got them from. Suzuki Canada didn't sell them for the LJ. They sold them for the SJ410, 1982. But you did see LJs with these. So I just copied those from the SJ410 and had those made up, powder coated, and put them on. There's the dealer badge. These decals. Most LJs sold in Canada had these decals, the LJ series on the front, and there was one on the hood. Very rarely you saw an LJ without that decal there. All rhino lined in the back. The chains all been replaced. Stainless steel fittings, stainless steel hardware, all replaced. There's the roll bar. That's the factory gray, silver gray color. So yeah, that's all the hoops. Everything's been plated. Everything's been replaced. Absolutely everything. Tire, it's got all the period decals on it, all the deckling. This was painted yellow when I got it. Supposed to be plated zinc yellow. Pedal box, new rubbers, all powder coated. New bushings in there. Accelerator plated. Ashtray holder I had plated. Haven't got the ashtray on there yet. New decal, all new bushings, new seat belt clips there. So yeah, it's taken me a while, but when you're going to the degree of even replacing the wiring harness in every lamp, it takes time. So yeah, it's getting there. This was originally from Eastern Canada. That's where it got its first restoration. And a previous owner brought it over to Western Canada, which is where I am. And now it's going through its second restoration, full frame off restoration. Engine's being rebuilt. There's the engine. All rebuilt. New water pump, timing belt, new fuel pump, correct round fuel pump. All the LJs had the round fuel pump on them. I haven't got the new clutch on it yet, but that's next. All painted. Eastwood black. T-case is all sealed. Yeah, just thought I'd show you the transfer case. We've had the top plate repainted, all the hardware replated, new gaskets, all new gaskets, all new seals, yeah, all new, all the hardware has been plated. Backing plate for the center brake painted, new pins for the brake. These pins, they seem to bend. It seems to be a common problem. I guess if you leave the parking brake on and try to drive with the parking brake on, it'll bend this pin eventually. I've taken 3 or 4 of these T-cases apart and they're all bent, so got a new one going in. Shoes are pretty good. I do have new ones, but there's nothing wrong with those. Might as well use them. Can't get them anymore. All new isolator pads there. Shifter's been painted. All the couplings have been painted. I've got an old one here. I just use that as a reference. Got an old one there. Got some spare parts, I guess. There's the brakes. These are the used brakes. I got new brakes going in, new cables, all new cables going on the LJ. New cable, new brake adjuster, new center brake adjusters, new wheel cylinders, everything. Next job is I have to do the once I get the engine in, I'm going to do the front axle, price bearing seals, kingpins, bushings, everything, felts. I got all new hardware, replace the gasket. That's pretty well a no-brainer, because that's you pretty well got to take the whole thing apart to get to that gasket, so might as well do it now. Put a fresh gasket in. So that's on the list. So we got a lot to do, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All the light buckets have been replated. All the light buckets, everything's been replated. A radiator has been recored. So yeah, it's getting there. Been replaced, all gaskets being replaced. Yeah, complete, everything's being replaced. New shocks. So that's it. About halfway through. I think by Christmas I'll have the engine in it. And hopefully running. I'm bending new brake lines soon. All the brake lines are being replaced. All the fuel lines are being replaced. So yeah, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later.